Well, you know our next guest, it's Deirdre, and she is here. We're going to be talking about our fabulous real estate series that we've been doing all types of things with. Today we're going to be talking about how you start your search and where that leads you. Hello, my friend.
Hello, Donna. So happy to be back.
We've been going through some of the beautiful listings that you have, having so much fun with your team. Today we're going to be talking about how does one start their search nowadays when they're looking for real estate?
Yeah, it's very interesting that you asked that question because clearly almost 100% of people begin their search online.
Okay.
And they spend a lot of time researching homes and communities, and they inevitably somehow end up usually at an open house. And they come in and they think they're very well educated in home buying and in the community, and yet statistically almost 90%, 89% of home buyers buy eventually through a real estate agent. And I firmly believe it's because they need that local expertise. And just like I spend hours online researching my ailments, I'm still not a doctor. In fact, I'd already be dead 10 times over.
I do the same thing. I'm like, I've got a sty, I broke my toe.
Yes.
I'm so much like
I've
that.
had cancer 100 times already. So I'm not trying to say it's anything like a medical issue.
But it's how we search.
But it's how we search and how we gather information. But when it's time to put money down, when it's time to make one of the largest investments of your life, you want a real estate advisor by your side, someone to guide you, someone to help you understand the nuances of one community versus another, someone to help you through the process of financing, of closing, of getting the house appraised, making sure that it comps out with the appraiser and protecting you that the appraiser is using the correct properties to compare your home. So that is, at the end of the day, that's what the consumer believes because they're still using a real estate advisor when it comes to purchasing a home.
You do need an advisor, because the other time too, if you go in and you're looking at a FSBO, right, which is for sale by owner, sometimes people lie. Because it's in their best interest to lie to you sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So there are these things like when you said, hey, is this where the comps came through? Is this the proper school district that they say that your children will be attending? All types of things.
Yeah, you correct the facts, correct.
Right.
I will also say that one thing that has become extremely popular now on Long Island, and we were very late to this game, is representation for the buyer. In the past, most real estate agents represented the seller.
Okay.
And we are required to tell you we represent the seller, but we never asked you if you wanted representation.
So you could have a buyer's advisor.
Correct. And when you have a buyer's advisor, then we can give you all of the information you need. We can actually comp the house for you, give you, so that you understand the true value. And I'm very pleased that Long Island is finally recognizing the need for that. And our agents are practicing buyer agency every day.
Now you have something internally called Ninja. What does that represent? What is that technology that you're implementing?
Well, it's a training program called Ninja Training, and about this time last January, I had gone out to Fort Collins with my COO, Deb Hauser, and we were installed as ninjas. And
nice.
It sounds right. It sounds great, but it is so in line with being an advisor. It's all about your mindset, your skill set, and then actions that support all of that. And when you talk about a mindset, it's a mindset coming from a place of gratitude and of fulfillment as opposed to emptiness or as most agents, I believe, do in our industry, chasing transactions. They just chase one closing and then where am I going to get the next one? This is really about being that full advisor to your clients so that they come back to you and they bring you all of their relatives and friends so that you can also help them in their real estate journey. And I think it's a much more fulfilling way to sell as opposed to door knocking, but to show your real value and to show how you can make a difference in someone's life when they're looking to buy or sell a home. We actually have an installation going on today. We have almost, I think about 80 agents going through it. We had another one a few months ago. They are believing it. And it's also based on something which is so in line with who we are at Gale Sotheby's International Realty. It's based on the golden rule. Doing to others as you would want to have done to you. And as I think I shared with you at our last program, at Daniel Gale, Kent Gale started this company, or grew this company with Pat Peterson, and the golden rule in our company always has been, do the right thing. And from there, you can only help. You can only help people get to where they need and want to be.
I love that. And before we close, what is one tip or technique for doing the right thing when you are getting ready to sell your home?
Well, preparing your home is number one, I would think,
Okay.
because if you don't prepare your home for, the way we live in our homes
Right.
and the way we sell a home are two very different things.
Absolutely. I have dirty laundry at the bottom of the
I
stairs.
have 5 children. I can assure you that no one's going to buy my house the way we live in it every day. But when I sold my home, I shipped them, well, they were much younger, almost 20 years ago. I shipped them all to my parents' house, and I emptied everything I could into my Suburban so that my counters were clear, my windows were clean, my curtains were perfect. And it's not so much that people want to buy perfection, but people want the room to envision themselves in the space.
Make room for them.
And if you clutter it with your life, they can't envision it. So I would
that.
say prepare your home for sale. It comes back tenfold, from basic cleaning to perhaps painting, doing the floors, or maybe having a stager come in and making it more up to date.
I like that you put everything in your Suburban.
Oh,
That when I have a
there's
party,
hardly room for me.
when I have a party, sometimes if they see my car in my driveway, yeah, that's where everything's in the car. Thank you very much, as always, Deirdre. Wow, stay tuned for more. We've been living it up right here.